Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good evening. And it's definitely good to be in the building. Now, let me bring in one of my guys real quick. Hold on one sec. Mr. Will.
What's happening, Jay?
It's all good, all love, man. Just another Sunday, man, where the older generation get together and have the floor, man.
That's right.
How was your weekend, man?
Man, pretty good so far. Right now, I'm in the laundry, man. I was doing some laundry. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we can make that time pass a little bit for you then.
Yes, sir. I'm all for that.
How about that? Yeah, today, man, we're going to talk about Andy CRUZ, man. He fought last night.
Okay.
Did pretty good last night, man. I was impressed, man. I think, and when I look at everything, man, I think out of everything, man, I was just wondering more about the power than anything, because he was tattooing the hell out of that guy, but he didn't put him down. And I think he didn't put him down because he was doing more pot shots opposed to combinations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, man. But we want to look at how he looks in the 135 division, and where is he placed at 135 right now? You know, how does he compare? You know,
right.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is let me see who we got in the building so far. Salute. First person in the building is Tim Layton, my brother from another mother. What's up, Tim Layton? Good to see you. Then we got Mike Rhyme, that's always on time. Salute to you, my brother, as well. Salute to all the mighty voyeurs. You know who you are, the ones that like to watch.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. We here tonight, man, when it's the old timers time, man. We're going to get together. We're going to rap a taste, man, and we're going to bring you our skills and our know-hows and all the good information that we have accrued over the years of us watching this beautiful sport we love called boxing. For sure. If you're 50 and over, man, you don't even have to ask if you can be in the panel. The link is already in the chat. It's already pinned in the chat. All you got to do is hit the link, and that's going to bring you right on in. The only requirement is that you're 50 or better. That's it. We are carding at the door. So I know how y'all whippersnappers, man, be trying to come up in here, man, with fake ID. We ain't going for it tonight. For sure. Okay, Heather E. I see you, sister. All right. We also got Mama Do in the building. What's up, Mama Do? Good to see you, for sure. We got the queens in the building. Good to see the ladies, for sure. I love when I see the women come in and talk boxing, man. For sure. Yes, indeed. It's just not a man's sport, man. The women love it as well.
That's right.
For sure. Thomas Hill in the building. What's up, my California Connect? What's up with you? He said, yeah. Old timers about to kick it off. Thomas Moore said, I'm 49 years old and 12 days. Okay. You still got one more year, youngster. Yep. This is a badge we earn right here. It's a badge we earn, man, to be in that 50 of over club, man. Mama Do said, Jay, you said have an old soul. So can I hit the link? Nope. Bruce Gas. What's up, Bruce?
Salute everybody.
All righty. So far, we sounding good. I don't hear no squeaking noise or nothing right now. Everything is nice. Everybody sounds good. So we're going to find out who the corporate is, if the culprit, when they come in here with all that squeaking noise tonight, man. Because it seems like every Sunday we hear squeaks. But right now we sounding good. So I know it ain't none of us. It ain't none of us. So you're dead.
Yeah.
fan on. It's a little warm in here. There we go. Get that fan rolling. Yes, indeed. Did you catch the fights last night, Bruce?
Yes, sir.
Good. The entire card, great. We're going to be talking about Andy CRUZ tonight. We're going to talk about Andy tonight, man. And, I want to get your opinions on what y'all think about him. Also want to get your opinion on where do you put him in the 135 right now? Being as though that was his third fight. He started out his debut with 10 rounders, you dig, which is something you don't normally hear of, man. But he started out with 10 rounders. This is his third 10 rounder. His last fight, he stopped this guy. But last night, he couldn't stop the guy. And I wonder, was the guy just ultra tough? Or is Andy Power just on mid, man? We're going to talk about all that today, man, for sure. For sure. Look at Thomas Hill starting stuff. He talking about hit that link, mama dude. All right, we got a new guy in the building. We got Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. We want to welcome Danny Berry to the Hardcores Hangout. Hey, Daniel, we're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We got only one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Daniel to the Hangout. Also, we got...
These are some of my people because I'm sharing this broadcast on my channel. And I see
that's
Daniel, good. Man, Daniel supports me. He's always the first one in the show. And man, I think they're from my channel. I haven't looked on YouTube yet, but I recognize the faces. And, if we can get this message out there and more people to watch this show, we can do something with it. And, I can stay till about 1 o'clock. And
I've got to say something about that. I've looked for this show on YouTube. I can't find it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, it's every Sunday at 8 o'clock, man.
No,
I'm gonna make sure.
Do you put up the reruns or whatever?
Yeah. I do, but you got to go to my channel though. Go to my channel. Yeah, and once you go to my channel, just put in Old Timers show.
Put in. Oh, okay. I didn't know what. Okay.
Yeah. Put the Old Timers show. You dig? Yeah.
Spelled the way it sounds.
Yeah, OLD Timers. I spelled TYMERS instead of TIMER.
Okay.
I'll make sure that I get your number before I get out of here.
Okay.
So,
no problem.
So that way I'll be able to send you the link every time because I send the link out. Okay. And Bruce, I gotta get your number too, Bruce, because I don't have your number either.
401-297-7413. Write it down, bro. I don't care who gets it. I'll just block them, bro.
Hold on 1 second, then let me get that real quick. All right, what is it?
401 297 7413.
There we go.
And if you're getting that out there, ladies, be careful. My wife listens to my phone, so
all right, I got you locked in now, Bruce. I got you. So yeah. Yes, indeed. Who else? What'd you say?
I was gonna say if you want to take mine.
Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me hold on. Okay. What is it?
443-326.
Oh, you're moving too fast for me. 443.
Yeah. 326. 6313.
Bet. I got you. All righty. Okay. Bet. Who else? We got some new guys in the building. We got Rodney Evans, aka Hot Rod, is in the building. We want to welcome Rodney. Good. We want to welcome Rodney Evans to the Hardcore Hangout. Hey, Rodney, we just a bunch of hardcore degenerates to get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We only got one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. So we want to welcome Rodney Evans also to the Hardcores Hangout. He says, salute OG Bruce. Obviously, he has came in by way of Bruce Gas, Jazz, and more. You dig? Yes, indeed. We got Demetrius Bright in the building. We want to welcome Demetrius Bright to Hardcore's Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We only got one rule around here, Demetrius, no hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Demetrius into the Hangout as well. Who else we got in here? I see a few new names. Yes, indeed. We got the Drunk Irishman. I've seen the Drunk Irishman in here before. So salute. Welcome to be back.
That's one of my boys too. That's one of my boys too. And he is definitely, absolutely 100% Drunk Irishman from Ireland.
All right. We got Dr. Paul in the building, VFR.
Another one of my boys from overseas.
All righty. We want to welcome Dr. Paul to the Hardcore Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Only one rule around here. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mama up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome into Dr. Paul into the Hangout, man, for sure. Lonnie Lee, my brother from another mother, is also in the building. Yes, indeed. Tim Layton.
My brother Coco the Don is out there too, brother.
Who's that?
Don. The Don of Don. He's in the chat. Oh, I think he's from my room too, man.
Okay, cool. Good to see him.
We're gonna have standing room only in this joint tonight, brother.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Y'all coming heavy, man. That's what's up. The Bud Files is up in here, man. We want to welcome the Bud Files to the Hardcore Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Only one rule around here, Bud Files. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome the Bud Files to the Hardcore Hangout. He said, hello, peoples. The Don, we want to welcome you as well to Hardcore's Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Got only one rule around here, the Don. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mama. We're going to welcome you to the Hardcore's Hangout. We got Mad Chad Sports Tavern. We want to welcome him.
My boy too.
Right. I tell you, you got a lot of people showing up for you. You got a lot of love. I like it. We want to welcome our Mad Chad Sport to the Hardcore Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this sport called boxing. Got only one rules around here, Mad Chad. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, it's fair game. We want to welcome you to the Hardcore's Hangout. We got Marziak. Marziak is in here. We want to welcome the Marziak to Hardcore's Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about the beautiful sport we love called boxing. Only one rule around here, no hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, we want to welcome Mad Chad. Yes, indeed. And Marziak to the Hardcore Hangout. I see one more. Tupac 13 in the building. Okay. We want to welcome Tupac 13 to the Hardcore Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Only one rule around here, Tupac 13, no hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. Anybody that's 50 and over, you can come on the panel without asking, man. The link is in the chat. Come on aboard. The only requirement is that you're 50 and over. Boxes Jaguar in the building. What's up, Boxes Jaguar? Edward Morris in the building. Aunt McQueen in the building. Yes, indeedy, man. Good to see Lottie Dot and everybody that done showed up for another hardcore party. And yes,
hey Jay, where's that Tank Davis team in here, man? We want to see what they get to say about Andy Cruz.
I don't know. But whoever's going to be in here is going to be in here. How about that? We got Donjerick Dim in the building right now. Donjerick Dim is in the building. Naheem, the Shinecock Boxer Pro Day, is in the building. Welcome. We got Mr. Will on our panel. And we also have Bruce, Jazz, and more in the building. And many more will show up. They always do. We appreciate you, but we're going to start right now, man. We're talking about Andy Cruz. He had his debut 3 fights ago, and he's looking real good. He is training under Bozy Ennis. That's Boots' dad. And man, up in Philadelphia. He's in Philadelphia, and he is also has joined Eddie Hearn Matchroom Boxing. So with that, who like to start on their intake on how they feel about Andy Cruz? And if you seen the fight last night, give me what you seen last night. Who like to start?
I saw Boots Ennis in that ring last night. I thought I saw 135-pound Boots Ennis. Very, very impressive. The only drawback I saw, man, I think when a fighter is that young and coming up, I think he should show his power. Impressive knockouts early in his career. That's what Floyd did. That's what Leonard did. That's what Mike Tyson did. All these superstars in the making, they should come on the scene with a bang, especially at that weight division, the 135, 140-pound class. That's so talent-ridden and so talent-rich that I think you really have to make a standout performance. I thought Andy Cruz looked fantastic last night as far as his boxing went. I would have liked to see a little bit more power, though. I think he could have impressed the fans more. And now they're already talking about putting him into a title fight in his 4th pro fight. And he's only got 1 knockout in 2 pro fights. And that's my only criticism. I just think he should have shown a little more power last night.
And let me ask you a question. If you were moving him right now, what would be next for you, for him next in this division?
Man, you got a lot of these up and coming young fighters coming out, but they're portraying he's already a seasoned veteran in only 3 fights. And hey, if you can get him a title fight, that would be great. A Shakur fight, man, that would be interesting, but I don't think it would be very dramatic, because all he needs a little bit more power. But he'd be a match now for Lomachenko, for the Australian Kambosos. Any 35-pounder out there, it's going to be a 50-50 fight.
Okay. Mr. Will, what you got for me on this young budding kid?
Okay, well, honestly speaking, I haven't seen any fights the last few days, so
okay.
And I'm not real familiar with Andy Cruz. I may have seen him, but I can't place him. But what I will say is, one, you said last night he didn't get the knockout and all that, right? I'm going to say this about that, because I can still kind of have some input on that. The fact that he's young in the game and he's early, in his career, okay, that could have been the best thing to happen to him last night, not getting the knockout. And why I'm saying that, because sometimes these guys start out with a string of knockouts early, and then, of course, they're being spoon-fed early anyway, and let's not get that twisted. The problem that is, a lot of people don't understand that. They'll see these young guys. I really personally don't even consider a fighter's first 18 fights. I don't take it seriously until they start really running into the real guys, because at that point, the first, say, 18 fights, they're just trying to sell a product. So, they're going to line them up with guys they can look good on and all that. It's just, like I said, it's just selling a product. So you see what you see, but that's all by design. When he didn't get the knockout, like I said, that could have been the best thing that happened to him. I've seen this before, guys. Like, I'm going to name a couple of guys right off the top of my head that early in their career, they had a long list of knockouts. One with this guy named Tyrone Brunson. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was like in the, I think he was around like maybe 2011, 12, something like that. And when I saw him, he had something like 21 fights, 21 knockouts, right? And my son was telling me about him. And the first fight I saw him fight, he fought this guy, and I could tell he was scared to death. I'm talking about the guy Brunson with all the knockouts. I mean, they hadn't even started the fight yet. I'm talking about as they doing the stare down and all that in the middle of the ring. I told my son, I said, this boy's scared to death. Making a story short, I went to the restroom before the fight started. I got back in the room with the fight. The fight was over. The boy had knocked him out. So what I'm saying is, don't get caught up in early knockouts. In other words, with these young guys. Another guy I can name on a larger scale was John Mugabe. When he fought Hagler, he was 25-0 with 25 knockouts. Okay, you saw how that went. But the problem was with Mugabe, he was the type of guy that got offended if you missed him. If you threw a punch and missed him, he got mad. So you know what I'm saying. So like I said, don't get caught up in that. That doesn't mean a thing to me because you're supposed to not these guys. You're expected to do that. You know.
Okay. I like that. We got.
They're saying in the chat that Andy Cruz is 30 years old already.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's not 30 yet. He's not 30. I'm looking at his box rack.
Yeah.
It says it shows he's 28 on his box rack.
Okay, that's close to 30.
Yeah, that's close to 30, without a doubt. So he came in because he came from Cuba, and y'all know how they say about Cubans.
Yeah,
they say whatever. They say whatever his age is, add 5 more to it.
So bro, what that means is he has to really shine now because he's kind of in the prime of his career. So he has to make a statement right now.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be too much ahead, man. He's got to get those title fights, get a top 10 opponent pronto. You don't have time to get. He doesn't need to buff up his record. He doesn't need the experience. He's already got over 200 amateur fights. So I think he should be very, very impressive out there. And like my brother Mad Chad said, man, fast track him to the title.
I can dig it. Thomas Moore said, does the panel think Andy Cruz can be the new Sweet Pea? That's saying a lot right there. Now I haven't put him there. I can't give him that. You know, so far it's only been one Sweet Pea so far, man. Even Mayweather wasn't Sweet Pea to me, man. He wasn't Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea so far, I haven't seen Sweet Pea yet out here yet. I haven't, but that's just my opinion. I haven't seen Sweet Pea yet, though. But not to say that he can't. I just don't see Sweet Pea yet. I don't see Sweet Pea yet at all. Shoot, I seen that guy Whitaker move like Sweet Pea a little bit, but I still ain't giving him Sweet Pea either. I'm talking about Benjamin Whitaker, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name. So the last time that Andy Cruz lost was in 2021 in his amateurs. He lost a total of 4 to 5 fights. He did 149 bouts, 458 rounds. And at that time, a 7% KO ratio. So he was never known for his punching power. But then when you think about the amateurs, man, it's a little bit different anyway. The scoring is totally different. People ain't really going for the knockout. They more going for the points. So I'm not going to read too much into his KOs percentage at all. You dig? Right now, like I said, he's been in 3 fights, 1 KO so far. So that's probably taken him to percentage-wise, I don't know, well, maybe 30% right now, 33%, something like that. 33 and a half.
33 and 1/3 if we want to be precise.
Yeah, be precise. Exactly.
I got a computer up here, man. I used to be a nickel bag dealer in my younger days, so I had to be fast.
Who wasn't? Who wasn't? Yes, indeed. Back in the day, they said I wanted it to be that thick. If it ain't that thick, you remember that? You remember that?
Going back to the Manila envelope days.
look, and triple and folded 3 times.
Yeah. No, look, I knew a dude you could only get one fold on his. I'm dead serious. Look, I sent some guys to him, and they started, dealing off of his bags.
I can believe that.
That's when the fold started off of his bag.
How about that? All right, now I'm gonna give y'all how my opinion on Andy CRUZ, man. I like Andy CRUZ a lot, and I'm so glad that he went to Boise, man, because Bosie's gonna make sure that this kid is sitting down on his punches and he's turning them over correctly and that he's punching correctly. So whatever punching power he's gonna get out as much as he can, because he's gonna make. Because I'm gonna tell you, the only thing punching power you're born with.
Yeah,
you're born with it. You can't just You
can't teach that. You know a guy a few years ago. I really wish somebody could have grabbed him and taught him how to punch correctly, because I think he was an excellent boxer. He was the James Toney. When I use that phrase, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, Lights out.
Lights out.
No. He said the Mexican James Toney.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about, my friend Bruce?
Would you call it? Well, now
I called him the Mexican.
How long ago though? How long ago?
Let's say within the last. Let's say within the last 6-7 years he was out there.
Is he still boxing now?
No, I think he. I'm sure he died. I haven't seen.
Okay,
him.
Who are you talking about then?
I'm talking about Mauricio Harrell.
Oh, okay, yeah. He fought Danny. He fought Danny Garcia, right?
And beat Danny Garcia and got robbed. Yeah.
And got robbed. Yeah, in Puerto Rico. I remember that.
Yeah. That dude was old, man. He could box. He was sweet, but he had no power whatsoever.
Yeah, I spoke to him recently. Well, last year I spoke to him.
Yeah, I like Mauricio, man. They said by trade he was a plumber, and watched some videotapes on boxing, and he was good, man. He was good.
Yeah, he was definitely skillful. He was skillful for sure.
Yeah, but he just didn't have any power whatsoever.
Yeah, and like you said, you can't teach, but you can increase. You can help it a little bit better, learning how to punch correctly.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen that plenty of time with a lot of fighters, man, that just never learned how to punch correctly.
Right. You can have that power, but if you're not punching correctly, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're putting cut on your punches actually, because you're not punching correctly. So that's so important, man.
Yeah, Michael Casitas was like that. He was a top guy. He was out there in the thick of things. He was always up around the title picture and all that, but he just never learned how to punch correctly. He had the ugliest right hand I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, let me make sure. Okay. All right, I want to check one thing, make sure that okay. Yeah, but yeah, man, I enjoyed his fight last night, man. I like I said, everything, man, I gave him an A on, except punch power. Yeah. His placement was amazing last night. His defense was, oh my goodness, he was picking shots off, man. I mean, the guy did everything great. Footwork was nice. Cutting off the ring was nice. I mean, I really enjoyed everything about him last night. It was definitely a enjoyment watching him in the ring last night. I'm gonna be truthfully honest. Ring generalship, everything was on par. If I were to want him to get better, I would want him to sit down on his punches a little bit more. Want him to throw more combinations as well. He had more of a Mayweather-esque, where he did a lot of pot shotting, but he didn't. I think if he had started putting the punches together, I think he would have maybe got the guy out of the fight last night. Yeah, I think if he, I really think Okay. Okay. We hearing noises already. Look who walked in the building.
What's up? How y'all doing?
That's my man.
What's up, Kenny? How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man.
What's going
So,
on, man?
brother Kenny.
Thank you.
Hey, Kenny, we talking about Keyshawn. Not Keyshawn. Andy CRUZ last night. Did you get a chance to check his performance out?
No, I was at the local fights here in Baltimore. So I didn't see any of the card last night.
Okay, but you have seen him so far, though, correct?
Yeah, we went up about a month ago and sparred.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Y'all just went up there and watched him spar. Oh, okay, cool.
No,
cool,
some of our guys work with him, actually spar with him.
Yeah. Okay. Was that Noor that was sparring with him, or I'm not sure?
It was a few of them. Noor.
Okay.
Quite a few of them sparred with him.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, tell me what you think about him.
Move dude, man. He's starting to set down more since he's been with Bosey. Bosey got him sitting down on his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got what it takes, to be world champion.
So let me ask you a question. His third fight was yesterday. He went the distance with the guy. I don't know if the guy was just ultra tough or he punching on mid. I'm not sure because he tattooed the guy a lot last night, man.
Really?
He hit him with a lot of stuff, man. There wasn't no combinations. It was more pot shot.
Right.
He did. But he is sitting down on his punches better than what he was. He's coming out of that amateur style and really getting into a pro style now. I like him. I like him a lot. Where would you put him in the top 10 right now? Or do you put him in the top 10 yet?
Not just yet. A few more fights,
Okay.
He got a lot of amateur fights. He's seen almost every style. Now it's just about getting more rounds in,
Okay.
Working with Bosey. Bosey gonna cover everything. Bosey gonna get him right.
Bosey gonna get him right. Okay, but you're not putting him in the top 10 yet. Okay. Not just yet. Okay, that's good to hear. Bruce, do you put him in the top 10? I can't remember if you answered that for me yet.
Well, the way that the ratings are run today, yeah, I could see him in one of the organization's top 10 easily.
Okay. Cool. What was most impressive to you about him last night, Bruce?
Well, like Coach Kenny said, man, I could see Bruce Ennis in that ring. I could see what Boozy had already taught him. He was just smooth, and he just seemed like he was levels above the dude that he fought. I think his name was Byron. I can't even think of his last name anymore because we'll probably never even hear him mentioned again. But he was levels above, and you could see he was having his way in the ring after the third round. He was almost like he broke him down in his mind, made sure he wasn't going to get hit, but you could see him just analyzing him. And after the third round, he was in control. I thought he was going to stop the man, and I thought he would look much more impressive, especially early in his career. But I guess he was just happy to get the round in. Well, maybe the power's not there. I don't know, man. That's why it's going to be interesting to see him as he steps up in class.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely. I think his next fight definitely has to. They have to step him up.
I was going to my next question.
Eddie Hearn said he's going for a top 10 opponent in his next fight.
It could have been one of those things where he was purposely carrying him to the rounds just so he can get rounds in. So when the time comes when he have to do tough rounds, he'll be able to go the distance.
Great point.
Sometimes it's good to carry those, not get them out of it, just to get the rounds in,
Mm-hmm.
Do you let your fighters carry a fighter though? Couldn't it be dangerous? I mean, at that level, you get hit and there goes everything. Don't you want to take that man out when you can?
It depends on the level of the opponent. You know what I mean? It could be a durable guy that's not a threat. I mean, anything can happen in boxing, but when you've been around boxing, you pretty much know.
Great point.
So they sent him out there and said, "Go get some rounds under your belt. This kid ain't gonna hurt you."
Not he ain't gonna hurt you. Just carry him, get some rounds in. When the time comes, his stats to show that he can do 10 rounds because he's been 10 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've seen fighters, they almost get an opportunity, but they didn't do a certain amount of rounds, so they don't get the opportunity to fight for a belt. Sometimes they won't. If you only did 8 rounds, they're not going to put you in a 12 rounder. You know,
Really?
in some situations. So now he can say, I don't know how many rounds he did last night, but I'm just
10. They started him out on 10 from the beginning.
Yeah,
his debut was 10.
So that's because he had that strong amateur background.
Pedigree. And I think a lot got to do with his age too. He's 28.
No, it's not like Kenny said. It's that at the amateur pedigree. You know, they basically look at those Cuban fighters as basically pros anyway.
They did it. They did it with Lomachenko.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, his first fight was against Salido.
So he lost that because Salido was rough on him.
Salido,
and that's the best way to deal with Loma. You got to be rough with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
He don't like it rough at all.
I think CRUZ he'd be good, man. He's gonna be a good champion.
Who's his next fight, Kenny? Who would you put him in there with?
I would love to see him and Keyshawn. You know.
I think they're going to use that fight as a build, man. Being as though that they both got they got that history, and he beat Keyshawn 4 times,
and he beat Keyshawn at the end of his amateur career, like you know, easily, you know.
Yeah, you're right about that, Kenny. That is true. He beat him at the end. You know what I mean? So now they're both in the pros. I like what he said when he first got into the pros. He sent the message to Keyshawn. He said, "Daddy's home."
You know,
he
gotta respond to that, you know.
Right, come on, man. The dude straight sunned you. He can talk about daddy's home, man. You did. But yeah, I like to see him against somebody like a Matala. You know what I'm saying? Matala's what? He's 6th or 7th in the rankings. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Matala fight. I know one thing. One person that spoke out about him yesterday was Shakur. Shakur said, "Man, he looks good, and his defense is elite." So he gave him credit, man.
Man. He real tricky. I like him.
Yeah. So
most of those Cubans are, you know.
Yeah,
they're pretty like you said, tricky.
Yeah.
I would love to see what a fight against him and Shakur looks like, because they both slick with it. You dig? I think he got prettier feet than Shakur, but
bit stronger than Shakur too.
You think he's stronger?
Yeah.
Now, when you say stronger, are you talking about in the clinch or in the punch?
Both.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. We got Tampa Tommy in the building. He said, "Big respect to Coach Kenny. I'll keep saying it. You and Coach Calvin are saving lives in Baltimore. Scores. Y'all the real lifers, heroes, man."
I appreciate you. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Just save. It's not just boxing. We're just trying to save the youth from the streets, man. You know, the ones that want to be saved.
Facts, man. Yeah, man. Bruce, who you say you would like to see him fight? Did you say yet?
No, he needs to put some fights under his belt, and like my brother said out there, man, 10 fights would be great to have on his resume before he goes up for a title shot. And now I'm hearing an echo in here, bro. I guess we're cool, but yeah, right now he needs opponents under his belt, and there's a lot of talent. The division's loaded with talent. It's a good time to weed out some of these some of these younger guys, put them in there with them, and see how they stand. And with the infrequency that they fight today, man, I'm definitely not above throwing these young guys in the deep end of the pool to see, sink or swim.
Well, Eddie already said he's going to be fighting again May or June. He said May or June he's going to have him right back in there again, man. They putting the boy on the fast track. Not as fast as the Lomachenko, but they are putting him in the fast track, man. Like I said, they starting him at 10 rounds, man. This is third 10-round fight, you know, so he's definitely getting the work in there. And he's in Philadelphia. So just being in Philadelphia, he's getting good work. He's getting good work. I mean, just like Coach Kenny and them said, they traveled up the hill and went up there and got some work. So, man, you know, one thing he said one thing about being in Philly. He says the big difference than being in Cuba. He said when he was at the Cuba gyms, man, they have fun, laugh, but he said in Philadelphia it's strictly business all the time. There ain't no joking and laughing around in the gym. He says all business there, man. So I'm pretty much sure that he's learning in a rapid pace, man. I talked to Bozy a while back when I asked him about when he first inherited Andy, and he said, me personally, I wouldn't have started him out on 10 rounders, but he said it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the trainer, so I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure that he's right. But he said I wouldn't have started him out on the 10 rounder though. He said he wouldn't have did that personally, you dig? But that's what the promoter wants to do. I guess the fighter as well. So that's what they're doing. I don't see anything so far that says anything different. It looks good. It looks good, man. I'm excited about him, man. Do we get a chance to see him against the top in the division? I doubt it. I doubt if we get to see him against a Tank or a Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so far behind. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he did get a chance to fight them, that's just because he just did something spectacular and just burned through the division, and then people are asking for it. But I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like when you were in school, you know what I mean? You're in the 12th grade and you got a 9th grader coming into high school. We just don't hang out with the
seniors.
Yeah. The seniors don't hang out with the sophomores.
Right.
Yeah, but if they rush him to a title and he becomes a champion, you know, whether it be a regular belt or a legit world belt, he shouldn't have to duck, and he shouldn't be avoided. He should be targeted, man, because like I said earlier, they want to get him in major fights soon. He's 28 years old, and I can see him in the ring with Tank and with Devin Haney and with all those guys at that weight, because he's older than a lot of those guys as it is now. So he definitely should be thinking about matching up with the elite at 135, 140 for sure, bro.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of background noise coming from somebody right now, and I don't know who that is. All right, just went away. Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, man, yeah, you know me, I watch two fleas on a dog fight, man. I'm interested, you know what I'm saying? But you know, and that's just how we get down. We want to see every damn fight as possible. But shoot, we can't even get the fights these days that we want to see right now. So for me to say that we're gonna get Andy CRUZ right now in a Tank, or Andy or Shakur or Andy, shit. I don't even think we get an Andy and a Keyshawn this year, to be honest. You know, I'm just from what I've been watching, we don't get an Andy and a Keyshawn right now. And I don't think we get that to maybe next year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We get it next year.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it runs, man. Because for one, the casuals got to know who you are. Because the casuals pretty much are the ones that paying the bills. The casuals and the Latino community is who they try to appease. You know what I'm saying? And the casuals don't know who Andy CRUZ is yet. It's people like ourselves that's going to have to keep on talking about him for more people to know who he is. You dig? So that's the only reason why I feel though that we don't get those fights, because I really believe at this level nobody ducking nobody. They done fought each other in amateurs many a time, blase, but it's all about the business of boxing, man. And if it don't make money, you know what it is. It don't make sense. It is what it is, man. We can go to the mountain and scream till we get blue. You dig? Until it makes sense to the head, the bees, as Calvin calls them. You dig? It doesn't happen, man. So I'm more interested in a Shakur versus Tank right now. They both still stay in the same division. They the last two left of that class. You dig? So that's a fight I'm interested in seeing. And I hate to be I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. I just don't think it happens this year either, man.
Well, they still talking about Frank Martin and Tank.
Yeah, facts, and I think that's what we get next, personally.
Yeah,
that's
still pushing it.
Yeah, and I like that fight. First of all, Tank ain't fought in almost a year now.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to call Frank a tune-up, but it's definitely somebody you can loosen up on real quick. You dig? So and they got history. It ain't like they ain't been in the ring before.
That's true.
They've been in the ring together, and from what I understand, Frank said he held his own.
Yeah, he's talking that talk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and Tank ain't gonna say nothing, man. You dig?
Right.
But yeah. Frank said he held his own. I like Frank. He's athletic. Everybody been talking about Tank don't fight no black fighters, no slick black fighters. Well, hopefully that be one of the guys that we do get. I don't know. You dig? I mean, I was told that was next. That's next.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing too.
Yeah, I was told that. You did.
But I tell you, another guy, Matias, is calling out everybody.
Oh yeah, he trying.
He wants all the smoke.
Yeah, and that's 40 though. That's 40 though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I'm just talking about the guy that's calling out everybody.
And I'm waiting to see who's gonna answer. I like to know who's going to answer that bell.
I know. Well, I think his main target right now is Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And one thing about Lopez, man, he's so up and down, man. You don't know what Lopez going to show up. You know.
Yeah.
You did,
because I really got 1 foot in and 1 foot out anyway. All it's going to take is one good beating. And he's getting out of the game anyway. I don't see him being around long.
Yeah, I think more with him is more mental. You did,
it is.
Because I'm gonna tell you, you gotta believe in yourself, man.
Yeah.
This is a hard game for sure.
Yeah.
It's a hard game, you dig? So you gotta believe in yourself more than everybody else around you believe in you. You gotta believe twice as much as they believe. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I don't know. I would like to see that fight, man, without a doubt.
Oh yeah,
because that kid punching, man, and it ain't no fun getting in the ring with somebody that done in the light turn put somebody to sleep. Forever.
No, I know.
Exactly. Because he has,
and he's one guy I have seen as far as guys that have done that doesn't seem to bother him one bit. He's
right. Like, remember the heavyweight that did it?
Man, it's a lot of fighters.
Yeah, man. After that, they ain't never been the same
after that.
Exactly.
He suffered a loss after he killed that guy. His mental wasn't right. Then he come back.
Who was that, y'all?
Matias?
Yeah, he revenged the loss.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen a guy like that look like he enjoyed that when it happened.
No. You shouldn't. Man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's not something that you want to enjoy, man. No. Because you don't want it to happen to you, and you don't want it to happen to nobody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing I don't like about the moniker that Boots says. He calls himself Mr. Catch a Body. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And I know it's just to sell fights, but still,
No, they turned me off when Wiley used to say that a lot. You know, I want a body. I really want a body on my record. I mean, dude, I mean, you're in the most violent sport in the world, and every fighter is taking their life in their own hands, and you're talking about a body. And
Right.
you look at Emil Griffith when he fought Benny Kid Paret and killed him in the ring, and he
Right.
blamed himself. I think he scored maybe 3 knockouts after that in his next 10 fights, in his next 10 years of fighting. I mean, it takes a lot out of a fighter, and that's just a tragic thing. I mean, I saw Ray Boom Boom Mancini kill Dooku Kim watching my.
Yeah, we all seen that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a violent sport, and no fighter really should even joke about a body.
Look, can we talk about another tragedy or travesty that happened in the ring back in '95? We can get more recent than that with the Nigel Benn-Gerald McClellan fight, because that fight should have been over in the first round, because Gerald knocked him out of the ring for over 20 seconds in that fight in the first round. By him being over there in London, he got the home cooking. They let him get back in the ring. And how Gerald ended up in that condition anyway is what happened. Nigel Benn rabbit punched that man into senility. He really did. He rabbit punched that man just about death.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
I wouldn't the word that I've heard too from very reliable sources is that Gerald McClellan already had neurological issues when he went into that. And Don King kept them hush hush.
Really?
When he fought Julian Jackson, that's when it started.
Yeah. Well, I know when he got hurt that night, that he was blinking real heavy, blinking real bad. Y'all noticed that? He started blinking. He was still boxing well, but the way he was blinking, it looked like...
Well, that lets you know something ain't right in neurology. If you're blinking.
I spoke with Tyrone Trice, who sparred with him at Kronk, and Tyrone said that after hard sparring sessions, he said McClellan would go home and sleep for 24 hours. I mean, 24 hours. Think about that. You know, we joke about that, but sleep for 24 hours is that's not right. You know, that's the signs are on the wall. Yeah. And like I said, Don King saw that, but you know Don King, bro. I mean, fucking the show will go on.
Well, look, no, I'm gonna throw something else in the equation. You got to remember, Gerald took one of his money makers out of the picture, and Julian Jackson. Julian was one of his cash cows during that time. It was Chavez, Julian Jackson, and Tyson. They were his 3 main money makers, and he knocked Julian Jackson out of the picture. So I think Don King had an axe to grind anyway.
That's
just food for thought. Just food for thought.
That's not good, man. That's not good, man. You know, this is a brutal sport, man, and you never want to see that happen. I think it was a Japanese fighter recently that just passed away too?
About a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, and before that we had Patrick Day.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, so, I mean, you never want to see that happen, man. You never want to see that happen.
And then Richard Colon, remember he got
he didn't pass away, but he ain't been right. He ain't been right since.
Right. He's basically.
I remember that fight, man. That happened here in DC. That was here in DC, man. Yeah. Where that was rabbit punching, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I blame the ref a lot on that one too, man. Because he really didn't stay on top of that, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a heavyweight champ from the golden era, a guy by the name of Max Baer, Jethro Bodine's father. He was a devastating right-handed puncher. He killed two fighters in the ring in his career. 2 fighters. And I mean, talk about somebody who had the ghost hanging over him. And he was known for that. Just like Deontay Wilder, he had a tremendous right hand. And 2 fighters, Frankie Campbell and Ernie Sheff. Well, he killed him in the ring. And I mean, it's a sad thing. It's part of our business. We don't like to talk about it. We don't even like to remember it. But man, you know, every fighter that walks in that ring is risking his life. You know.
And that's why I always say, man, give them as much money as possible, man.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, man, these guys are entertaining us, but yet they're risking their lives
Yeah.
every time they go in there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I give them all the money that is possibly can be given to them, man. You dig? Because you never know which one can be the last one, man. I hate to say it, man. But let's get off of that morbidness, man. Let's get off of that. Let's get back to you know, some life, man. Let's get away from the morbidness, man. And yeah, man, the 135 division, you know, it seemed like, you know, a few had moved up to 140, but we got some developing fighters down there in 35. You've got the Kid Austin, you got Keyshawn, you know what I'm saying, and we got Andy Cruz, man. So we got a new crop of 35 cats, man, that look good. I like how Keyshawn looked against Pedraza, man. You know, he didn't play with his food. He handled his business, man. You know, so I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed. What do y'all think about these guys, up and coming guys in 35, man?
All of them looking pretty good, man. They're all looking good. A lot of potential.
A lot of potential for facts, man. And hey, look, the way Tank staying on top of his weight and everything, seems like he might be in 35 for a minute, though, Coach. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think?
I really think he can finish his career at 35 because he's so small.
It's smaller machines than that.
You know, nobody want to hear that, though.
It happens, though, you know.
It is what it is, right?
Hey, man, you know, the lightweight's it's a very glamorous division. And like Marvin Hagler, like the man sitting above my shoulder, this side here. I keep forgetting, left is right and right is left. But I mean, this man was a middleweight all his career, and he didn't weight bully anybody. He didn't feel pressure to move up, and they offered him big money to move up and fight Michael Spinks. He said, "Nope, I'm a middleweight." And I mean, that's what if a fighter says he's a lightweight, man, I'll stand behind that too. So you know, this moving back and forth in weight, it's all about the dollar. It's all about the business of boxing. Like you said, man, we'd like to give fighters as much as possible, but then we got bean counters on the other side. And if boxing goes broke, then who's going to lose? Us, right? So it's such a fine line, man.
Yeah.
And listen, bro, I got to fly. I got a commitment at 9 o'clock. It's been great being on here with you, man. My brother, Mr. Kenny, brother, thank you, man. And my brother, Hardcore Boxing, salute, my man.
Salute to you. I appreciate you every time, man.
You guys,
right, I got your number now, so we locked in.
All right, brother.
Sound like a winner. Yeah, man. But you know, I look at Tank, man, and first time I really got a good eye on him up close, man, is when my son met him. And my son was 12, and he was bigger than Tank at 12. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody was like, oh, man, you know, they was calling him the Butterball Tank. And, you know, and that's when Tank wasn't, you know, really doing what he's supposed to do in between fight. But now Tank know who he is, man. And he's being very professional about it now, man. He is actually doing everything that he's supposed to. You dig? And when he get to camp, it ain't fat camp. It's sharpening knives now, man.
That's it. Hey, man, you having flashbacks? My man said it's sharpening knives.
Exactly, man. So yeah, man, you know, I know we hear everybody want what they want when they want, you know, but they want a 135 that Tank can actually fight 130, I think. Yeah. You know, want to fight a guy that blows up to 165, but then if something happened, then everybody gonna be like, oh man, he should have never came up to 40 or whatever. You did. So you ain't gonna never satisfy everybody. I'm gonna let you know that now. That's one thing I've learned in my 55 years, that you can't satisfy everybody, man.
In no situation, you're right.
Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, I got a joke about that. I'll be real quick. It was back in the desert days, man, and it was an old man a young man and a donkey. And it was the old man. They were going through. It was like they were in the area, like let's say Saudi Arabia or something. I don't know where donkeys be at. I don't know, but let's just say that they're going through the sand, man. And the little boy's riding the donkey. They walk past a couple of people and they say, "Lord have mercy! Look at that little boy riding that donkey while that old man is walking behind him." So the little boy gets down. And the old man gets on the donkey, and they go past another group of people, and they said, "Lord have mercy! Look at that old man riding that donkey while that little poor boy walks." So the little boy gets on the donkey with the old man. Then they go past some animal activist type of some PETA people, man. And they said, "Lord have mercy! Look at that old man and that little boy riding on that old poor donkey's back." So they both got off the donkey and they started carrying the donkey through the desert. And they come across some people, man. Some young people said, "Man, look at them two fools carrying that donkey looking like an ass. No matter what, you can't satisfy everybody." You did, and it's just gonna be what it is. So you got to just work on, satisfying God if you can. You know what I'm saying? And stop trying to please everybody. Because what you doing, you be running around with a donkey on your back, man, looking like an ass. You did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. So that's one thing I've learned more and more these days, man. Stop trying to satisfy everybody, because you never will. They're never going to be pleased. They're never going to be satisfied. They're always going to complain. So do what you feel, though, is best for you, and don't trip about what they think.
Yeah,
that's you know what I mean? Copies of this can be obtained at your local Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Definitely another great show, man. I appreciate y'all fellas coming on. A lot of the old timers didn't show up today, but that's okay, because I believe
they had long weekends, man.
Yeah.
Marvin had a kid that on the show last night, so I know he tired. He probably didn't get into 1:30. You know how that
right. Goes. Yep. Exactly, man. And then they had some fights over there at the Rosecroft Arena, amateur fights last night down there, man.
Too.
Yeah, one of my friends said that their son fought last night, his third fight, and he won last night. So I'm going to be having him come on, because I'm going to be doing a day where I just do amateurs. I'm going to have amateurs come in.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to be doing 1 day a week, going to be amateur day. You know what I mean? So every day I'm going to be bringing in an amateur so people can get to know them, preferably the ones that are about to turn pro.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be having 1 day a week where it's going to be spotlight an amateur fighter. So I'm looking forward to it. If you got amateurs that you want me to talk to that's about to turn pro, please send me a DM to my Instagram of that particular fighter, so we can get them to be known, man, because that's so important, man. People got to understand, man, especially the ones that's locked in that really want to make it. You know what I'm saying? We need to get behind them now and start following them and pushing and praying for and ushering them through, man, to make it, man. It's so important.
That's right.
Appreciate it. But listen here, fellas, I definitely enjoy you all coming on, man, without a doubt. I got your number now, Mr. Will. I got your number now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'll make sure from now on that I drop the link on you every Sunday, or hopefully you can come on during the weekdays sometime.
Yeah, that'd be fine too.
You know, I mean, I know Senior probably gonna flip his wig about that, but he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
I can work it out.
Yeah, I ain't look, I ain't worrying about people think. I ain't carrying no donkey on my back. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Look at him. He in the chat. Look at he was a mighty warrior. Talking about no, he won't. That's a grown ass man right there. He make his own decisions.
Spoken like true senior.
That's crazy.
All right, senior. I can get right, senior. I can get right. Oh my
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
goodness.
And,
Y'all too.
and to
It's
the
always
next one, man. To the
always
next one, man.
no doubt.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Salute.
Later.
All right, everybody, man. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you all coming through, man, for show. And always just showing so much love, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out on the Old Timers show. You dig? Always a pleasure getting that good acknowledgement from the older cats, man, that done seen a few things in their days, man. But I tell you what, I got me a beautiful meal upstairs, and I'm about to jump on it. I'm about to jump on it. It's been in the slow cooker, man, and it's ready. It's ready. It is some chicken dish. I don't know, but with carrots and potatoes and all that good stuff, man, and rice, and gonna have a little spinach with it as well. Yeah. I bought the can because it had Popeye on it, man. You know. But listen, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, right back at it. First thing in the morning at 8:00, man. Don't meet me there, beat me there, man. It's always a pleasure. I appreciate Lottie Dot and everybody that shows up every event, man. I appreciate the love that we get, man, for sure. So salute to everybody. See you first thing tomorrow morning. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, and I'm out of here. Hey, check out the videos we uploading on the Hangout, man, and also the ones that Cash Sport and the Rise and Just Do. Hey, everybody, yeah. Casual Corner is about to bring something love for us, man. And let's talk fashion. Y'all make sure y'all check them out, man. The JBT is real, man. Yeah. The network is up. If you have not subscribed to the JBT network, please do that. Please do that. We appreciate that 100%. You dig? Let's build that channel, man. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, and I'm out of here. Man, how you turn this damn thing off?